Let's compare a Kyberlight blade to some Ultrasabers blades. So here is a Kyberlight blade, and next to it we have an Ultrasabers Ultraedge Midgrade Blade, and finally on the far right is an Ultrasabers Ultraedge Heavy Grade Blade. Okay, so let's look at the Kyberlight blade. One of the first things you may notice after receiving this blade is the tip is you can unscrew, which is nice if you need to swap it out, or they do offer some rounded tips on their website, so if that's the style you would prefer, it's very easy to change it. Or even if you're feeling like using a pointed tip on Tuesday and then on Wednesday you feel like using a rounded tip, you're able to do that very easily. It has the reflective piece on the bottom of the tip as well. So after we get this screwed back in, we'll look at the other end of the blade. So here's the other end of the blade. There's no blade film in here, so that means that you're going to have a big drop off once the light gets farther and farther away from the light source. The blade will be a bit dimmer toward the top. And that's just because there's none of the blade film in there. But as far as the thickness goes, the thickness of the Kyberlight blade it's pretty much on par with a heavy grade dueling grade blade by Ultrasabers. They're nearly identical in thickness. Now the Ultrasabers one may be a tiny bit thicker. If you compare it to the mid-grade blade, there's a very big difference. The mid-grade blade is a lot thinner than the Kyberlight blade. Okay, and now I have two Ultrasabers hilts, and I will install some of the blades. So here's the Kyberlight blade, and it does become dimmer, as I said, once you get farther away from the light source, but in real life, it actually doesn't look as bad as it does on camera. So unless you're really particular, or like if you're really big into sabers, it may bother you, but if this is a gift for like a casual fan, or if you're brand new into sabers, it probably won't even be like super noticeable to you. So I don't know. Okay, let's put an Ultrasabers blade. So that's kind of what they look like side by side on camera anyway. It's always hard for this stuff to really show up on camera. But in person, it looks a little brighter down here to me, the coloring. And then this is the mid-grade blade though by Ultrasabers, and then if I swap that out for heavy grade, it's noticeably dimmer. If I actually compare the two, you're gonna have to take my word for it because the video, really doesn't show it. The heavy grade Ultrasabers overall is a bit dimmer than the Kyberlight blade, although you do have the color drop off toward the end, so maybe near the end of the saber, the blade is a bit dimmer, or it's a similar dimness as the heavy grade blade. But anyway, that's just kind of a look at it. So the thickness of it is really on par with the Ultrasabers Heavy Grade Blades. There's no blade film in there. That's maybe something you could add if you wanted to make a project of it. And then finally, there's the tip you're able to unscrew. So that's kind of a nice option. Alright, that's it for now.